Hi everybody! I had a day off from work yesterday and holy moly did I have a field day thrifting. Went out with a couple of girlfriends to two thrift stores that I had never been to before, and they were a pretty good distance away, so I don't know. It'll be a while before I get back to them. But it was so worth it, and I think I pretty much made up for not being able to do much thrifting or yard sailing this past summer and fall. I think I made up for it all yesterday. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, or if it's going to be multiple parts. I've got the camera plugged in, but I don't know how much time. Be right back. Sorry about that. I don't know how much time I can actually record on the card, so I'm gonna go for it and we'll see what happens. And I guess I'm gonna do bag by bag, and I'll do there are two large bags of, like, you know, small bits and pieces of things. So I'm just gonna have at it. The first one that we went to, everything in the store was 50% off, which was awesome because their prices were really good to begin with. And the second store was 3 different color tags were 50% off, and 2 different color tags were 33% off. And I did mix up some of the stuff in an attempt to reduce the number of bags. But, yeah, so I won't necessarily be able to tell you what came from what store, and I haven't even opened the bags that were, most of the bags that were multiple pieces. So this was a bag of frames. So we've got that one. Love it. And a little heart-shaped one, that's acrylic. So that'll be fun to alter. This one was never even taken out of the packaging, but that's really cute. Sorry if there's a glare, but the frame has a top hat on it and it says "Snow Much Fun." And this one that I thought was really pretty that I was able to see. So 4 frames there. And it was $1.25 for all 4 of the frames. This I got so excited about. The original price was $2.90. And it was discounted, but I can't remember if it was 50% or 33%. But I didn't know what was in the tin at the time, but I'll get to that in a second. These are the cutest candy molds that I will actually make resin molds molds out of for resin. So a little critter there. This looks like a little lamb. I don't know if this is a duck. It looks more like a pelican. But a pelican would be kind of odd. The bunny. Aw. Little kitty cat. The ornamental square. What is this one? This one looks like it could be a squirrel, but I'm not quite sure. There's really not a tail on it. This is like a wheat spray that's been bundled. The heart. Decorative rectangle. And the decorative circle. So that was those. I was thrilled about that. Thrilled about this tin. And inside the tin are small little cookie cutters or clay cutters or whatever I want them to be. So that was an awesome deal for all of that. Let's see if I can get them in together. And they had some of these are actually metal, and like enameled metal, and I will probably use it for a paint palette or something like that. Some more frames. I have a thing for frames, and I've got loads of them, and someday I'll get around to doing something with them. But especially when the price is so good, I mean, you can really never go wrong with having frames. I think there are 2 of these. Yeah, there's 2 of those. And this one. This one's pretty cool. This is like Art Deco style. Some brass candlesticks. That's a pair of those. And I like having these on hand for either dress forms or using for elevations. If I'm doing a tablescape. A cool finial. This was 2 different types of beads for 95 cents. But what I wanted was the AB beads, and there's a load of them, and like 3 different styles. The little tubes and the circles and the flats. So I'm going to get a lot of use out of that. And then there's 2 different sizes on the reds. And those are facet cuts, so they have some sparkle to them. And 4 pearl berry type sprays. That was 75 cents. Okay. And I know I've seen people do things with these. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, especially since it has a name on it. But a door knocker. Even has the hardware with it. And that was less than $1.50. This has 2 different types of like shower curtain hooks. And the 2 sets was just a little under $3, but I do like making molds out of these. And when I'm able to get the backs off, sometimes they come off pretty easy, sometimes they don't, then I can use them as embellishments. So there's that design. And there's the seashell. Oh, more frames. This bag ended up being 90 cents. I liked the ornament shape on that. This one actually has a little painting in it. That's cute. And that one. And then this little bag of miniatures. This was 95 cents. There's little bears and Santas in here that are just too cute. And I believe they're clay. So there's a few of those in there. And they're all a little bit different. There's another little bear. Start putting things back into this bag. This is a bag of 2 wine bottle stoppers. This was $1.50 for both of them, and these will be awesome for doing tassels. crown. That's how I see it. Love it. And this one has like an Art Deco shape to it. So I love that too. Super happy to find this. This was $1.25, but it's a set of 6 quiche pans. Love the size. So I'll be able to do some of my little dimensional things with those. I just thought this was really pretty. I'll probably paint the metal, and I might keep it just like it is. But I'll probably paint this white and distress it. Okay, these are some jewelry bits. Put some of this other stuff back in the bag. No rhyme or reason, just try to do it quickly, and I'll sort it out later. Go ahead and plop that down. Okay, before we do the jewelry bits, this bag is some vintage Christmas pieces. So the bag was like $1.45. We have this one, and you almost never see Joseph holding baby Jesus. So love that. And then there are some angels. I will try to make some molds out of these, but I don't know if I'll be able to. This one is playing the violin. Here's another one. And this one. And then somebody altered a little plastic egg. And there is a tiny angel with a cello inside there. So yay, very happy with that. And then for the jewelry pieces, this bracelet that I will break apart. Nice and blingy. I really like this metal one too. I'll break it apart also. It's got like 4 of these pieces on it. And then here's a necklace that I will take apart for the beads. Here's another necklace, which I was really surprised to find a rhinestone necklace in there. This one will definitely be an embellishment, and hopefully I'll be able to mold it. This one's definitely being molded. The peacock. It's a nice size one. And then at the cash register they had several Christmas pens. So I had to have myself a few of those. And they're marked 90 cents, so they were 45 cents a piece. Which at that price they were not going to stay there. mute that. Love the colors on this one. Gorgeous wreath. And the pretty lamp or lantern. Okay, so that was jewelry. That's bag one of smaller bits. Whoop. Bag two just broke open, so I'll just keep reaching down. Okay, this is awesome bird in the nest. And it's just a variety of silk flowers that I'll take apart and make bigger blooms or use them in mixed media. Okay, this was another bag that's got a few things in it. This is foil embossed stickers. But I haven't seen these before, but I'm hoping to be able to make molds out of them because they're pretty cool. This says candle beads, but I'm sure I'll find another use for them. And this little beaded trim. And just some gold curling type ribbon. Pretty sure these are pewter, but it's a set of 4 of these. And again, great for lifting dress forms or using as little elevations for tablescapes. Just some white yarn that's got a little sparkle in it. Gorgeous tassels. And these are just absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous pink, and there's a pair of those. Don't want to run over anything, moving my chair around. These, I believe, are napkin holders, because they'll actually stand like that, and there's a ring in them. So it's an all metal bird's nest and a bird. I'll hold him separately. And there are 2 of those. And Nancy, if you're watching, I'm not trying to hurt you with all this bird stuff. Just a cute little brass container. I'll probably paint that and use it for storage, or do some kind of little arrangement, something in there. Okay, there's a small tart pan in here. So I love when I can find those. Now that's different. I wanted the tart pan, and it was cheap enough that it was worth it to just go ahead and have him too. But he could be fun to play with in mixed media later on down the road. And these are some metal, like leaf candle holders. Excuse me. Like tea light holders. 3 metal tins. Like the size of those. Package of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miniature bundt pans. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small silver trays. This is some more small candle holders, but there's 2 different kinds in here. There are 4 of these. And then 1 of this, where it's sitting on the bow. And I'm hoping somebody can tell me what this is. I got it because I'm gonna try to mold this side, because that would be just a gorgeous embellishment. But it's like this on both sides, and it has the 2, I guess, bars going across, and on the back is a bunch of slots. So I didn't know if it's supposed to be some type of knife holder, but it's gorgeous. I love it, and hoping to be able to mold that. So that is that bag, and since the bag broke, I'm going to pause for a second and get this cleared off and pull up another one. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. There's this little cruet set. Love that. And this one I am so excited about. It is a clock, but the actual clock part is in a place where I can do something on the inside and keep this as a working clock. And it does have a door that opens on the back. So I just change the battery on the clock. If it turns out the clock doesn't work, then I'll take it out and take it apart and use the parts. But oh man, just love that. That is going to be too much fun to alter. Okay, and now we start getting into glass things. The one place actually had some pieces of milk glass that were just dirt cheap, so I had to get them. This is just pieces of glass that you would, it's a little bit thicker than what you would put in a frame, but sometimes I like to use things like that for pallets. Okay, this was $1.50 for 2 milk glass vases, and they actually match. Woohoo! These are ceramic Christmas tree bells that I will paint and probably put some lace on and dress those up. Some pretty little pink bowls. Two more milk glass vases, and those are 2 different designs. And there's only 1 milk glass one in here, but then 2 other glass ones that are nice in their own right. So all 3 different designs. And the vases are something too that can be used, to mount dress forms on, or use for to elevate items on tables. So that is that bag. Here's another. I told you I had too much fun. These are little, just glass aperitif glasses. A milk glass pear. Have never seen a piece like that. That was $1.50. For $1.50 it was not staying there. Just some little cut glass bowls. And I use these, for like water bowls, if I'm doing stuff with paints or thinning down Mod Podge or whatever. A couple more milk glass vases. That's a matching pair. I fell in love with these. I'm going to open the bag on this. I'm not sure why it has the little spoon on it, but that's gorgeous. And it's the only one that does, but there are 4 of them. But look at those fish. You could use them for little candy plates or nut plates or cheese plates. Put a little soft pate on there and use that with it. Love those. The color is gorgeous. That's that bag. Let's see. There's a couple more pieces of milk glass, and then the rest is lens. So there was this piece. It was $1.50. This piece was like $1.95, $2. Nice square bowl. I did very well on milk glass with the prices. If I saw it, it went in my cart. So not a whole lot of doilies. And one place had several doilies, but a lot of them were the pineapple pattern, and I have so many of those already. So there is this one. And this pretty blue one. Definitely needs to be, well, I still need to wash them, but it definitely needs a good pressing also. This piece is gorgeous. It's sheer with really pretty embroidery on it. It's a square doily. It's pretty for the holidays. So that's doilies, and the rest is curtains. Curtains or valances. Curtains and valances. A little bit of both. See if I can find the right side. This has all kinds of little flowers on it. And then applique work down along the bottom, which was just gorgeous. Love this pair. This is actually from Martha Stewart, but it has these different ribbon embroidery pieces scattered throughout. And there are a couple of different designs on each panel. This one is a little larger. I just thought that was absolutely gorgeous. And the price was right. I never would have paid full price for it. But the price was good, so I grabbed it. And there's the other one. And this is another pair with all the gorgeous work on it. That's the bottom. And then in the middle are several of those flowers going all the way across. And then there is this also. So that's a lot of yummy on one carton, or one pair of cartons. Yep, that's the pair. Oh, I did get a couple of sets of napkins with the Battenberg lace. Not vintage, but very pretty. Let's see if I can find the right side. I guess that's the right side on that. And the last pair of curtains. This is like a valance carton. And all kinds of gorgeous goodness in that. So yeah, I had a bit of fun, and yeah, definitely made up for what I wasn't able to do in the summer and fall because of time constraints. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to to figure out uses for it, and I'll probably divvy some up, and it was just fun. So I think that's it for now. Not quite sure when I'll be popping back in, but thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers, welcome, and thank you to all of you who pop in and visit with me, and I will hopefully see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.